If one were to go strictly with the screaming hordes of Reddit, one would be led to believe that Alpha 20.4 is going to break your game. No such problem for me. Here we are. Our game is just fine. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't even know that there was an update, except that the game finally now tells you that it's pre-release software. Like, no joke. Didn't already know that. So, anyway, this is the place we had set up on the last one. The question I kind of have right now is, do we start moving everything over here? And if we do, how many trips is that going to take with the motorcycle? Because the motorcycle is just not able to hold as much as the truck. We don't have a truck, so we can't use a truck to move stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is either. I do know, however, that we still need a crucible, so even if we want a truck, the only way we can get one right now is to buy the steel from traders, basically. We don't have a way to craft our own steel, to smelt our own steel, to forge our own steel. So literally, the only way to make a truck so that this drive is not quite as bad is to buy the steel, and it's 4 a.m. and no traders are open. So, guess we're gonna drive. One of my favorite things to do in this game is to move bases, because it makes you ask the question, what do I really need to take with me? And that's not an easy answer. I'm gonna turn off all these lights and things because it's super bright. Obviously, you probably want to take things like antibiotics, honey, first aid kits. The rest of this stuff? The vitamins, yeah. I don't know, maybe? Like the learning elixir, yes. But basically the point is, a bunch of these things you don't necessarily really need. So I'm always left with the question of, what do I leave behind? Let me go ahead and fill up at least one trip's worth of stuff to drop off, and I think that's going to start probably with arrows, because that's the stuff I care about. I forgot to grab appropriate clothing again, so, oh well. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this. I kind of like the idea of leaving the space open, but there's part of me that wants to maybe make rooms as well. And then I don't know where we put all this stuff to store. Yes, we could do maybe this corner over here. That's not too bad. That works for me. We can do kind of some boxes up like this. Maybe, I don't know if we want to go all the way up, but that's fine. And then that would let us go at least a few. So I think I'm okay with doing it like this. And we're still going to have a few more that are crafting because it takes a while. Oh, these are the wrong ones, aren't they? These are not the ones that can be labeled. I did the wrong ones. Writable storage box, that's the one I wanted. Ah, goodness. Can I can't cancel it because I'm too late. Well, right now it's just going to have to be sufficient because I don't know, whatever. It's fine. I didn't grab all the stuff, so I'm going to move some of this stuff, I guess, and then we'll reconvene in a moment. I went ahead and upgraded the ladders here, so these are all metal now, which is presumably going to be sturdier than what was there before. I don't know. I mean, because we had kind of replaced things with just wood. Crawler guy, you made it all the way up. Congratulations. Sorry that you fell down. Put up a little ramp right here just so we have a way to get up to the door without having to jump and so that zombies don't destroy everything. Need to upgrade that guy and then we can put this one right here and then we can go ahead and load you up with those. That's a good thing there. Here, we'll just kind of drop some fuel in there. We're not going to do anything with it right now. We're just putting fuel in there so that we're ready to go later. I already dropped a forge right there. We're going to put the workbench kind of over here. I like the idea of, you know, working at the bench, being able to see outside, checking out the weather. I'm going to have to destroy all these boxes because I wasn't paying attention and totally grabbed the wrong thing. So just to kind of give you an idea, we have a little bit of water, a little bit of food and medical stuff, and then all of our arrows, just whatever random things we had on us, no weapons in there, some armor, a few resources, really not that many, and then a couple of tools, and then just a couple of blocks that were already just done and ready to go. Going to our thing here, what do we have for better barter? We are up to 3. If I remember correctly, I want to say that you'll start seeing solar at 3. But maybe it's 4. That I don't recall. I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this guy. I didn't do this last time around because I wasn't entirely sure I wanted to leave it like this, but I'm okay with this. I haven't really checked the structural integrity, but I think at some point we're going to be pushing it if we don't do that. Now, obviously, the ceiling here has not been upgraded because we can just straight up pick up those blocks still. I'm inclined not to worry about that at the moment, and we'll just kind of leave that. I'm looking to see where is our next... Here, let's do it this way. Let's show that one on map, so we've already been to that one. And let's show that one on map. We haven't been to that one. Interesting, so that's even further into the wasteland. That's cool, I like that. Just looking to see what other different things we have going on here. We have a handful of quests, but not all that many. I don't know that I want to spend all day working on that anyway. Oh, and we have a land claim block. I don't know. I mean, I guess we should just commit and put this guy down. It's going to invalidate the other one. And that's fine. The question is, where do we put this guy? I tend to like to hide them. And then, you know, you can paint over them or whatever. I usually don't do that, but I do like to hide them, like, under this block here in the floor or something, which technically is the ceiling for the bottom level. Oh, man, I don't know where to put this thing. I kind of wish it were a different shape. Yeah, you can't... you can't get it a different shape. That's fine. I guess it doesn't matter that much, because wherever it goes, that's just where it's going to go, and... I don't know. I'm indecisive right now. What can I say? I don't want to see it in here is the thing. Here, we'll delay that for the time being. Let's get rid of you. I want to make some more frame shapes because I want to kind of split things up a little bit in here. And then I need to see what we have for wall options. Guess we could do half cubes. I'd really prefer centered halves or centered quarters, maybe. Maybe centered quarters, but I don't want them to be like that. We don't want to do just plates, although we could, I guess. Yeah, see, I don't want... I guess we want halves. Alright, we can do centered halves, that's fine. So what I want to do is kind of build a little something, maybe like this, and then... Oh man, I don't even know what sort of shapes we're going to have that can fill in this gap here. Are there a list of like half blocks like this? Can we do some fancy half blocks? I don't think we can. Which is going to look really terrible if I try to do arches. I can't even find those. I know those pieces exist. I don't know what they're called. That's the problem. Yeah, I just don't know where anything is anymore. Alpha 20 kind of changed everything, so I have no idea. And I thought I knew the names of these things, but clearly I don't. Yeah, see, there's Arch. Why didn't... Oh, I guess I just wasn't looking. That's why. That's why I didn't see him, because I wasn't looking. I don't know if I can sneak in. See, using the... I knew that was going to be an issue, using those half blocks, but I really don't want to use full blocks. It's just not... It's not the look I want to go for, so... I guess we'll just have to fill things in a different way, and that's fine. Oh... That's interesting. Wonder if we can rotate that in a way that'll look okay. Not really. Yeah, see, I'm not... Oh, that's why, because I have to be on the right thing. Got it. I was in the wrong category. I think. I would like... I'd like to see everything that comes up that matches that. Like, I don't want to see only a portion of things. I want everything, but I guess that's not the way it's going to work. Well, let me play with this for a minute, because this is going to take... It's going to take a second or three. And, yeah. Yeah. It's not perfect, but, man, there are so many blocks, and I'm kind of struggling with these half frames that are full width and trying to get everything to fit in place. So yeah, I kind of switched things around and used a whole variety of different things, so it's fine. I don't want to spend all day working on this, because literally it's going to take me all day, because I don't know the shapes well enough, and trying to find something that's going to fit together, yeah, it's going to take a bit. The whole point of that one is really just to kind of, you know, hide this a little bit, and just to kind of give it, you know, a very, very slight sort of look. I don't know what sort of look that is, but just to give it something, so that it's not, you know, super boring and all that. You know what? We didn't bring over any lockpicks. You know why? I don't know. Just didn't grab them. Thought about it, didn't do it. Not going to worry about it. Let us, I guess, go hit the road. Because I'm not really sure there's much else for us to do out here. I kind of feel like we've done everything. Yeah, let's hit the road. I'm good with that. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason to where we're at right now. We're just driving down a road. But it's kind of filling in some gaps, which is good. And then if we see something interesting, we're just gonna stop and do some old-fashioned looting. Like I said, there's not really a rhyme or reason. I kind of drove out to the north. It sounded good. It's about it. It's about as much thought as I gave to it. It really is. Sorry about that. You ran under the wheels. I can't do much about that. I mean, I didn't want to, you know, swerve and then get into an accident or anything, because, you know, that's just bad for everyone if we do that, so... Gotta, you know, just stick to your path. This is the way, etc., etc. Road's gonna hook around in just a minute here, and then maybe it's gonna hook around. Yeah, I want to kind of fill in the gap just a little bit. There we go. That connects everything right there, so we're basically good with all this. And now let's just go kind of drive through here and find somewhere to go. Actually, this is not a bad one right here. This is I forget if this is a tier 3 or a tier 4, but it's actually a pretty good one. There's a lot of fun stuff in here, so I hope we kept some time charges. We sure did. So the final loot for this place is downstairs, of course. Downstairs. But you gotta go in and around and all that before you ever get to downstairs, so we'll go ahead and do that, because we're here for the loots and for the sneeze. Man. Some good double sneeze action there. That was exciting. You're welcome, I muted myself. That's an improvement over whatever we're wearing. Pretty good improvement, really. But we lose the run speed of the college jacket, yeah. I knew there was a reason we had that thing on. I just couldn't remember what it was. The run speed, of course. Does kind of come in handy when you're getting chased down by stuff at night. I mean, I suppose if you had ferals on, like the feral sprint, then the run speed from the jacket and the run speed from Jester's dancing shoes here. Right, these have run speed on them. Yeah, you just can't see it. That might help keep you alive. Might help keep you alive. I think that's a bear, so I'm just going to ignore that for right now. Don't really need to play with bears, although it might not be a bad idea just to get some more meat. We'll go ahead and take the bone and the nails, because that'll save me forging some nails, I guess. I don't know if the bear made its way through yet, or if that was it just destroying the... I've just been destroying the metal, but not all the way through just yet. I don't know if you can hear the insanely loud motorcycle outside my house. There he goes. Yep, sounds like the bear getting through again. I don't know that we need to be collecting pipes and all this random junk I'm picking up. It just is kind of like, you know, we can grab it. It's fine. And we'll take a few of those just because those are kind of handy to have sometimes. Has that bear made it downstairs yet? It's not. Okay. I keep hearing it, and I keep hearing it bash stuff, but, you know, don't know where it is. Maybe this is only a tier 3. I don't remember. We'll know when we get to the end loot, though. That's going to be one of the giveaways. I suppose in the interest of collecting more cobblestones, we should probably collect that. Didn't miss any up there, right? Okay. Pipey. I mean, there's usually something back here, but not really worth... Well, actually, you know, I'll take 3 nails. That gets us 1 nail away from making a proper storage chest. One that can be labeled so that you know what's in it, unlike the ones that some idiot built. Oh yeah, I like this underground area right here. This is cool. It's more, you know, what in the crap is going on down here sort of stuff. Which is, you know, like 70% of the POIs. But it's fun. So that's the good part, right? It's fun. Go ahead and check the sinky sink. Yeah, take all those things. There's probably still a bunch of crap at the old base that we didn't bring that we should have brought. And I recognize that, and we might pick things up along the way as we need them. But I wasn't really planning on stopping for everything and just running everything over and all that. I don't know, I just... I mean, if we need batteries, for instance, there's a drawer of batteries over there, so... Definitely go back and pick up those. Okay, I'm busy, if you don't mind. So, again, we can always just stop and get that stuff later. It's nothing critical we need to have right now. There's the lockpicks. That's one of the reasons I didn't pick up any. And we've got like 100 some odd of them back at the base anyway, the other base, so... I don't know, we're just not using them. Unless you spec in them, they're really not worth it anymore. They're hot garbage is what they are, so... In my book, not really worth it if you're not going to spec in them, so I just don't... One of these days I'll do a lockpick build again. I mean, it's not really a build, but just invest the points in them just for the giggles. Scrap that, take that, leave the rest. Okay. Not going to worry about all the trash piles. Just checking a few of them. Just a few here and there. Just for the giggles. Alright. We're now in the underground facility portion of this POI. Which is the part where a bunch of zombies are going to die. Which is different from the higher portion of the facility where some zombies died. Not a bunch, but some. Okay. Get up here. More zombies. You need to die, 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 die. Alright. I'm gonna brace myself and launch. It didn't go as well as I thought it might. That's fine. Yeah, I'm leaving the armor stuff. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Are we wearing a bandana or not? How is it that we're not wearing a bandana already? Should have just made one. I didn't even think about it, apparently. I'll take all the things. It's fine. None of these guys. Let's see. These are just turtlets. So, nothing of interest there. Start climbing our way back up. And we're going to have a big gap. We need to jump here. I really do enjoy this POI. It's a very good one. Yeah, take all those things. The reason that I'm collecting the empties, by the way, is so that we can go fill up on a ton of murky water if we need to. Okay, here's where a bunch of zombies gonna die. You did hit me. Rude. I didn't think you would. Hey. No. Bad zombie. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff we got as a result of that. We got abrasion, we got an infection, but we've got like tons of things back at the base. The new base. So it's not a big deal. You're asking yourself, could he have done that better? Well, duh, of course I could have. I could have not jumped across like an idiot. That's the first step. You're saying to yourself, dude, you should have done that better. Well, duh, of course I'm not going to. That's half my appeal. If you're saying, dude, shut up. Okay. But not for long, because that's just not how this works. Box. What do we have here? Robotic headlamp mod schematic. Okay. We don't have a robotic thingy-majigger, so that doesn't necessarily do us any good at the moment, but in the future. So this is a tier 3 based on that right there. Ugh. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm done with these treasure maps that are garbage, okay? If you're gonna give me a treasure map, give me one worth using. Otherwise, you're wasting my time. There are some angry animals outside. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but there's some angry animals out there. Question is, which door do we get out of here with? I'm inclined to say use the roll-up. Because then we can deal with the zombie. And the zombie. Oh, crap. Alright, let's do it. A bong. There you go. 2 shots with a bow. I mean, granted, that was technically 4 shots, but you know what I mean. There's also some good damage being done there. Yeah, boy. I guess since we took the time to kill a bunch of animals, we might as well harvest them for all their things. Get a bunch of bear testosterone and all that sort of jazz. Now, I did leave one of these guys in here. Let's grab that. And just for the giggles, we'll break down this because we can always use more forged iron. I should tell you, too, that back at the original base, we had a bunch of materials just sitting in the forge. So I did put in an order for a bunch of forged iron. And, yeah, that's what it's doing. It's probably done by now, because that was a while ago. But just making a bunch of forged iron. And figured, you know, that's not a bad way to go. So this was a good little diversion. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Like I said, that's a fun POI. It really, really, truly is. That's a good one. Even if it's somewhat predictable in terms of, you know, what's going on downstairs here, blah, 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 and all that jazz. I don't know, it's a fun POI. Okay. I'm gonna park right there. How you doing? Are you upset about that? Because I'm not really. Alright, let's check these guys right quick. We'll take some eggs and some feathers. We don't really need the feathers right now, but go ahead and take them. Here, let's drop off a couple of these guys. I guess we can drink the red tea. Didn't really mean to grab the cement, but whatever, it's fine. Here, drop off some of these things, especially the ones that aren't really going to stack that much. Caffeine, we're not going to find a lot of these things. We'll find more bones, so that's not a big deal, but whatever. Here, put all those things in there, and then that's sufficient for right now. I just kind of want to wander a little bit today. Kind of hoping we'll find a schematic for a crucible, or just straight up find a crucible. That would be fine too. It's totally acceptable. Also, just by the way, I'm going to completely ignore this infection. If we find some honey or antibiotics or something, I guess we'll take them, but really not worried about it right now. I'm just going to let it continue to rise. So, just if you're wondering, well aware, ignoring. Just want to make sure we're clear about expectations, that's all. What you got in you? Do you have a repair kit? Nah, we'll take that down. Wire tool. Just go ahead and scrap it right now. We'll get a bunch of metal out of that. I know we get more if we smelt it. Blah, blah, blah. Not worried. Not interested. Hi, how you doing? Gotta love when you do enough damage with an arrow to just knock them off their feet. Pretty satisfying, I gotta say. Haven't really used the bow a lot today, so maybe we'll use it a little more in here. In close quarters, not always the best weapon choice. Hi, how you doing? Yeah. Come on. Right in the shoulder, I think. Yeah. Crucible! Crucible! Crucible? No crucible. Sure, take all the things. And all the other things. And all the other things. That's good. Can always use more water. Could be stealthing through this, of course. Make a little less noise. Get some cheap and easy kills, etc. Oh no, you've been shot right in the belly. And now you've fallen down. But hey, there was a mattress there to break your fall. So I don't feel too badly for you. I guess open that one too, just to see. I guess we're checking the toilet. I didn't mean to do that, but actually that's probably not a bad idea. We'll take that murky water. I was literally just talking about murky water, so we should probably take it. One other thing too that ended up getting left behind was painkillers, so probably not a bad idea to get some painkillers right now, so that's kind of a good thing. I'm okay with that. You already have a die, you have a die. You don't have a die, so there you go. Be my red shovel, wouldn't mind. No crucible. No crucible. Alright, in we go. Sure, take the steroids. Why not? More pipey pipes. And then we're going to have some birds out here, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if we can tag the birds before they take flight. That might be the only one. I was thinking there was another one. This is going to be the house that kind of wraps around inside on this level. Nope. Don't care about that. At least I think this is the one. Sure, I'll take that. So this is going to go out here. Sure, take that, and then we're going to wrap around a little bit. And then we'll get to the floor where it really does start wrapping around and connecting with itself. Go on out. Oh, I totally missed. Nope, trying to get the arrow. Thank you. That was kind of intense right there. Again, bow, close quarters. Probably not the best choice. That never stopped me. We do want that. We're collecting those today, so we'll take that. Sounds like we have some zombies outside. On top of that guy there. Oh, you're not going to get back up, okay? Crucible. Oh, Crucible, it's fine. Let's close that door for just a moment here. Sure, we'll take that. Wild West Coffin. I forget if we found anything that makes those better. Finding gems or that sort of stuff in them. Okay, we'll take all that stuff. Oh, I think I destroyed some trash in there inadvertently. Alright, let us try to be stealthy. That didn't work out very well. Put one in her shoulder. One in his shoulder. One in his chest. One in his chest. One in her throat. And I think we're done. Okay. So let's collect some arrows here. Get our arrows back. I do wonder about this house. Like, what's going on that you have all these corpses and caskets and coffins and I don't know. Some of these buildings tell very interesting stories. Sure, we'll take all those guys here. Let's grab some of the things we've been collecting to scrap. There you go. Take care of a few of those, and then I think we have one more of those to eat. There we go. Take all those, and then here, we'll scrap that one as well. And we can just drop that guy. I didn't mean to take that one earlier. Just kind of did. 1 a.m. We are getting close to the morning. Not quite there yet, obviously, but we are getting pretty darn close. Yeah, sure, we'll take some stock. Really didn't bring a lot of food over from the old base. That was just, I don't know, I mean, it was a more or less an intentional decision. I just kind of figured if we have a bunch of made food, so to speak, and we don't necessarily need all the ingredients for a while, so it made it easier to just kind of pick a few things to take and not have to worry about grabbing everything out of that container. And then, of course, we can always go back and grab some more. I put this much time into checking this one, I'm going to check it. Here's the bill. Ah, goodness. This is one of the things I don't like that I think is an Alpha 20 change, is that it's stupidly hard to find a Crucible. I think it was previously stupidly hard, but it's even more stupidly difficult to find one now. I think 20.2 or 3 made it easier. You could have fooled me. I mean, we're wandering around with game stage 82, which out here loot stage is going to be over 100. Wherever you are, 150. Now, I say all that fully understanding that I have not checked to see what the actual loot stage is that a Crucible shows up. And part of that issue might just be that I'm able to kind of push through the game so quickly anymore. I don't know, maybe you're not supposed to be finding Crucibles until Day 30, for instance. Well, it doesn't take that long for me to get rolling. I've been playing this game for a little while. I generally understand how it works. I generally know how to do things in it and kind of push the game along at perhaps a faster clip than whatever the game is balanced for, which at this point, I don't know what it's balanced for, or even who it's balanced for. I mean, let's just be realistic for a second. Who is this game balanced for right now? I mean, I guess technically, as of last week, if you're watching in real time, this game is now available on Xbox Game Pass, which if you're a subscriber to that, you can play for free, so to speak. I mean, you're paying for it, but you know what I mean, I think. And that's cool. That opens up a whole new group of people who can play the game who maybe have never seen it before, which is awesome. Unless you're playing it on Xbox, in which case I feel badly for you because you're playing a crappy version of the game. It's many alphas old. It's not a bad version, mind you. It's just, it's old, that's all. And there have been a lot of changes. But are we balancing it for the people who've never played the game before? Are we balancing it for those who have been... Did you see that guy was getting up? Still got the sneak attack on him. That's awesome. Are we balancing it for the people like me who've been playing for a few years? I don't know who we're balancing for. Really don't. Let's go ahead and get in line here to start shooting some zombies. Don't. Just going to abuse the door. I mean, we're already infected, so who cares if we get hit again? It doesn't really matter. Hey, just gonna get a quick snapshot on you. Worry about doing damage later. There we go. That's the thing with the bow that I've had to learn how to do, and I don't do it all the time, because sometimes I think I can get away with it and my timing is just off. Other times I'm just like, whatever, I'll just exchange the hit, I don't care. But if you're going to play with the bow, it behooves you to start taking snapshots here and there. You really have to. It's the only way you can keep zombies. It's the only way to keep zombies off you sometimes. Those biters get in close, and it's what you got to do if you want to keep them off you. So this is going to be our final loot chamber right here. This is a tier 4, if I remember correctly. Judging on the box there. It's very hiccupy in this room, which means there are some zombies nearby that are giving the game fits. We'll take all those things. We're gonna have to drop some of this crap in a minute, and that's fine. I mean, that right there made that a little easier decision, didn't it? So scrap that guy, and then we can scrap the pipes. We don't really need to be carrying them. I know we collected a bunch of them earlier, but it's fine. Just looking at all the food stuff and everything we have, we can probably drop that one motor tool part. We don't need to carry that. Guess it wouldn't hurt to drink some water. The rest of this food stuff I don't want to eat, because we can use that in recipes. We might need to, because I didn't bring any food out here. I just wandered out here like an idiot. So, just kind of something to be aware of there. We don't have any food out here, and that's my fault. Ba-boom! And that did not unlock it. Close. I still haven't quite figured out. I guess you need to put all of them together. Ugh, you're killing me. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll take that. I mean, I don't know. Nicole's treasure map. What hot garbage is this? I'm offended. I'm really looking forward to whenever we get a treasure map that isn't Nicole, Stefan, or whoever the other one is. I think there's another one. Nicholas, maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's Nicholas and Nicole, but whatever. Just the same, I enjoy the POI, and I don't know if we got anything really useful out of that or not. Like, genuinely, I don't know. But we got some stuff out of it, and at the very least, I enjoyed running around in there. That's a fun POI. That's a good one. We do have some food stuff, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about that anytime. That's always good stuff to get. And I don't even know what to do with half of this crap. I mean, I guess we just store a bunch of this stuff on the bike, and we call that okay. At this point, we have reached the morning. Believe it or not, it is just under 4 o'clock, which means we are about to turn the clock on day 22. And we do have a tier 1 clear quest in here. Maybe we'll just, I don't know, head to that one for the next thing. Just kind of give us something to start off with on the next one. It's not going to take any time at all. We should be in and out in an hour or two. But that will be, as I just said, the next one. Catch that one till then. Thanks for watching. See you later.